Salute to the people, Black Goose TV family. What's good with it? I got one more reaction video for the people. All right. And this has to do with the young gun, Boots Ennis. Okay. I wanted to hear his opinion when it came to these upcoming matchups. Now, in my head, right, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I wasn't necessarily being like, oh, yeah, I definitely would love to hear what Ennis thinks about Charlo versus Castano 2 or Devin Haney versus Kambosos or Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Romero. Like, nah, that wasn't necessarily in my head, right? But you know what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube. I'm looking at the YouTube feed and this particular video popped up. And I was like, let me click on this. I want to watch it. But then I stopped myself. I said, actually, I think this would actually be doper if I watch this particular video with the family. So let's get into it, man. Reaction video. We're going to be able to hear Ennis's prediction on Gervonta Davis versus Rolly Romero, Jermell Charlo versus Castano 2, and Kambosos versus Haney. I will be very, 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 very interested to hear who he picks as the winners for those three fights. And before we get into the reaction video, make sure you guys like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. And then also too, who do you guys think he's going to pick, right? Before we actually get to the reaction, y'all drop below who you guys think he's going to pick as the winners, and let me know who you guys think personally yourself will win these fights. But now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into exactly why I made the video. Let's hear what Boots Ennis has to say about these three particular fights. Let's get it.
We got Devin Haney and Kambosos coming up. Who you got in that fight?
Devin Haney and Kambosos, that's gonna be a great fight. But I'm rocking with the young champ. You know, I'm rocking with Devin. Devin going to be smart, do his thing. You know, and go in there and box. You know, and do what he needs to do.
How about Tank and Rolly?
Tank and Rolly, that's a good fight, but I think Tank gonna do his thing. You know, I'm rocking with Tank.
You know, what do you make of your opponent, Jaron? What do you think he's going to bring that maybe we haven't seen from the other opponents, or what you think he'll bring out of you?
Man, this was quick with his responses. He knew already. He said, I got Davis all day. I got Haney all day. What y'all think about that? Y'all agree with him? Y'all picking Haney over Kambosos? Y'all picking Gervonta Davis versus Romero? Like, what y'all think? Y'all agreeing with Ennis? He was quick to say it, so he must have felt confident in actually, you know, putting that out in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really know. I don't really watch film on people that I'll be fighting unless I've seen it from like the past. But I'm not sure. I let my team do that. You know, looking at the guys and stuff like that. I don't be too worried about that.
What have they told you to expect?
Nothing really. We just doing me.
Yeah.
Doing what I always do.
You go in there, you make the adjustments as suit, right? Like,
yeah, I figure them out within like 30 seconds. You know, I just see how they come in and I break them down.
Jaron, what do you think about the main event? Charlo versus Castano. Who should be more confident going into that?
This is what I want to hear right here. This is what I'm here for.
It was a great fight. You know, it was a good war. You know, but I think Charlo gonna win this time. I think he got him figured out. And I think he gonna win this time.
Why do you say that? Why do you think he's got him figured out?
I think he got it figured out because I know he probably watched the tape and saw a couple of things that he was doing, and when he was like towards the end of the fight, he was picking it up and he was actually looking better. So I think he's gonna pick it up a little earlier, and I think he's gonna try to go for a knockout.
Okay.
How my fight gonna go? You already know how my fight gonna go. Me put on the show, you know, being in the ring, being dominant, you know, getting that knockout at the end of the night, you know, making a big statement. I gotta make a big statement.
And as a Philly native, how do you feel? How do you think is different about when your fans on the East Coast?
I got to respect it, man. So y'all heard it from the man himself. No need to go into the end of the video because obviously it's going to continue to be, you know, about his opponent, his fight, because obviously he is the co-main event to the Charlo Castano fight. So I can't wait to see him back in action. I do have him beating his opponent fairly easily. No disrespect to his opponent, but I see him getting him out there probably within 5 rounds. So I'm not disrespecting his fight. I'm going to be watching it. Like I said, Fluence Lounge is this Saturday. We're going to be going live for Brian Castano versus Jermell Charlo 2. And most likely I'm going to be up in that thing before the Jaron Boots Ennis fight, so, you know, obviously so we can watch the up and coming 147 welterweight do his goddamn thing. But you heard straight from him. Excuse me if there's a little bit of skippage going on for some reason. Now my Wi-Fi wants to act bad, but you guys can go check out all the other videos I just dropped. Everything was perfect. But even with that being said, if you guys are listening, if you made it this far, you guys heard Boots. Boots said he has Gervonta beating Romero. He has Jermell Charlo making some adjustments and looking for the knockout and possibly knocking out Castano in the second fight. And then he has Haney basically being able to control the entire fight against Kambosos. So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys agree with him? Do you think he's being biased? He was pretty quick with his answers, so he didn't even have to think about it. So he probably already had it in his head who he thought was going to win just because he probably knows a lot of them, whatever the case may be. But what do you guys particularly think about Boots' choices in regards to his picks on who won the Davis, who's going to win the Gervonta Davis Romero fight, who's going to win against Kambosos and Haney, and who's going to win with Charlo and Castano too? Let me know below. Drop your opinion. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Much love to the people. Keep supporting the platform, man. Keep showing support. I promise you, we got some changes coming, man. I'm telling you that right now. We got some changes, and one of the biggest changes has to do with Xfinity. It's like, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all right now, because I know there was some skippage in this video, but I got to live with it because for some reason when it hits a certain point, that's when it starts happening. I got someone coming out here tomorrow to fix it. So I'm being 100% transparent with you. Trust me, everything's going to be smooth sooner rather than later. Love y'all. Appreciate everything y'all do for the channel, man. Keep supporting, and please subscribe to the channel because a lot of y'all watching and y'all not subscribed, and I don't understand why. Okay. Blessings, positivity. I'm out of here for now, but I will be back.